Thank you for joining us on 2024 Which Way Today. Abhishek, 3 phases down, 4 phases to go, but one listens to the campaigns, especially we are sitting in the newsroom, the subjects that are raised, the controversies that you hear from the speeches, and you know exactly what's going to happen maybe in the next 4 phases, or at least the direction it's going to take. And we're looking at 2 big subjects. You want to talk about it, Abhishek?
Well, we do, of course, Niranjan, but what is important is today, if you look at it, by the end of the day, the polling is over, half the election is over, more than half the election is over. Votes for almost 300 seats have been canned. And essentially what this means is half the general election 2024 is over. Today, of course, like every day we do, we are focusing on stories that are going to have impact on how you, the viewers and the voters, decide who is going to be coming to power on June 4th.
So, should we just quickly talk about the 2 subjects or the 3 subjects we're looking at today, and that gives you a broad idea of how this election is going. Let's look at the subjects one by one, and those are the 3 subjects. Muslim quota card, the biggest talking point.
Right.
And the Mandir conspiracy. One thought that after the Ram Mandir inauguration, the Pran Pratishtha, it would go out of the narrative.
It should be put to rest.
It should be put to rest. But it's still alive. It's still alive.
Every day.
Every day. And there's no bail yet. Which way is that going for the Aam Aadmi Party? We'll talk about these 3 subjects. We'll look at that closely with our experts in our studios today.
All right, friends, story 1, that's the Muslim quota card. Remember, Lalu Prasad Yadav in the morning said Muslims should get reservations, and that's going to be our story number 1. I'll focus on what this means. Is polarization the game?
And the second focus story in our studios this evening. There's an insider who claims that in the Congress party there was a discussion on how to overturn the Supreme Court decision on Ram Mandir, and he says he's been in the party for over 2 decades and he heard it firsthand. And you have then a leader called Radhika Khera makes an allegation yesterday, that's on Monday. She says she was targeted within the Congress party over Ayodhya, over visiting Ayodhya, over posting pictures of the Ram Mandir, and she's joined the BJP today. So Ram Mandir continues to be in focus. Ayodhya has changed the campaign narrative. It's back in the speeches, back in focus. Deshwata Nigam, advocate, and he usually leans towards the BJP, right? But let me start with you, Deshwata Nigam. The Muslim quota card, right? You look at how the BJP is utilizing it. The Prime Minister speaks about it in every campaign. The Home Minister, speaking to Arnab in that interview, also spoke at length about the Muslim reservation. But I want to ask you a question. What are you going to do about, for example, say Chandrababu Naidu? We know it's being used for the campaign. It's good. It sounds good in speeches, Muslim quota, because your core audience is the right wing. You're looking for the right wing vote, the Hindu vote. What are you going to do about Chandrababu Naidu? Chandrababu Naidu is saying he will bring in 4% Muslim reservation.
See, that may be a political maneuvering on his part, but I don't think he'll be able to do it because he's a part of the alliance, NDA alliance today. That I believe will not be possible. I mean, he may be catering to his personal vote bank that he thinks might come to the.
But he's an ally.
No, he's an ally, fine.
And that puts the BJP in a bit of a quandary.
Yes, certainly. And that clarity has to come within the NDA alliance that they all must speak in one voice instead of speaking in different voices.
So it's a campaign mistake.
I won't call it a mistake. Probably within Andhra Pradesh, it may, suit Chandrababu Naidu, but at an all India level that we are talking about, I don't think it's going to fructify. Even otherwise, as a lawyer, let me tell you, this is constitutionally not possible. That discrimination on the basis of religion cannot be permitted. So till now, the issue has not yet been decided by the Supreme Court.
Okay, Abhishek Sudhir, then why do political parties, particularly the Congress, and today we have Lalu Prasad Yadav, keep batting on Muslim quota when constitutionally at least 4 or 5 times in the last decade, from the Andhra Pradesh High Court to the Supreme Court and back to the Andhra Pradesh High Court, they have said no Muslim quota, no reservation on religion ground.
See, Deshwata Nigam is a lawyer. He knows very well that there are 22 subcastes in Gujarat, 22 subcastes of Muslims in Gujarat who get OBC reservation. Vanzaras.
It's in Karnataka as well.
In Karnataka as well. In Gujarat, 22 Muslim subcastes. In Madhya Pradesh, 27 Muslim subcastes. In Uttar Pradesh, 2 Muslim subcastes. Teli Maliks and Muslim Kayas. In Assam, Manipuri Muslims get reservation. The Prime Minister of India...
let me make my point.
No,
you will, but
he should answer
because they're Muslims.
I'm answering that.
They are getting reservation as backward class of citizens. Now the Prime Minister says, मंच से कहते हैं, जब तक मैं जिंदा हूँ, मुसलमानों को हम आरक्षण नहीं देंगे. आपके गुजरात में 22
he didn't say Muslim. He said
no reservation.
He said no grounds of religion. On the grounds of religion.
But Muslims who need reservation, like a poor Tiwari or a poor Pandit or a poor
Ghachi.
Yes.
Like Prime Minister Modi comes from the Teli community.
So you agree with that?
Hindus and Muslims, Ghachi,
don't
Hindus,
personalize.
Ghachi Muslims both get...
Don't personalize.
No.
Don't personalize.
He says he's OBC.
The concept is...
He says he's OBC.
No, Deshratan Nigam. The concept is, Nirajan,
Muslims get reservation in India, yes or no? It's a simple... Yes, they do.
No, not for Muslim. Not for Muslim, for being deprived.
But they are Muslim.
Let me answer that. Let me answer that. The reason out here is they are being classified as OBCs. It is not given on the ground of them being Muslims.
One second. Deshratan Nigam is getting too technical. Okay, before you get technical as a lawyer, but don't get technical, Mr. Nigam. Don't get technical. No, our show is about 2024. Which way today? Okay, today the BJP has made Muslim quota the focus in every speech. Is this going to continue until phase 7?
Yes.
Will it pay dividends? Simple.
Yes, simply speaking, when you make the entire Muslims in Karnataka as OBC, it smacks of the fact, even Ashrafs, which are very well developed.
Only Chaparban Muslims in North Karnataka.
No,
there are about 18 castes. It's not one.
You see the sentence.
No. But the latest order of Karnataka government, I believe, includes everyone.
But isn't the Prime Minister lying when he says Muslims don't get reservation?
No, not on the basis of religion. Not on the
reservation.
No, because as an OBC.
No, he is not saying. No, Abhishek, don't twist.
That's a straightforward question.
Abhishek, don't twist.
That's a straightforward question. Do you support Muslims getting reservation on the basis of backwardness?
See, I may have a personal view on that. That personal view is there is no caste in Muslims.
Yeah.
We all know that. Now, when you say you believe in the caste system, at the same time you say that your religious texts call it a casteless society, then there is a dichotomy in their own demands. Either you believe in your religious scriptures or you don't believe in your religious scriptures.
They've been in power for 10 years.
So
you
therefore,
have 10 years to amend the central list and remove Muslims from the list.
Maybe it can be done in the third term. That's what Prime Minister is saying. Not allowed.
10 साल नहीं किया अब करेंगे.
क्यों नहीं करेंगे? Deshratan Nigam, can it be done?
See, anything, and there is a possibility. You cannot deny that possibility.
The RSS is lies,
See,
they won't accept. Why are you giving, if Muslims converted to Islam, why are you giving them reservation?
Are we on some other channel?
When they've converted to Islam,
please
when you've converted to Islam,
it's not a debate, it's a freewheeling conversation.
It's okay.
It's not a debate, it's okay.
I'm not used to, interjecting.
No, go ahead.
So the fact remains that India is a land of immense possibilities, and we have seen 370 going away. We have seen 10% EWS quota, which nobody imagined. So therefore, everything is possible, and let us be very clear on the subject. Those who don't deserve should not get it. You can't include everybody as an OBC.
Abhishek Sudhir,
no, but
in the first term, you said 370 is not removed, but it was removed in second term, right? So now you're saying in 2 terms, the Muslim reservation issue is not settled.
We are not making
maybe in the third term it would be settled.
Opposition is not making an issue. Prime Minister is making an issue. If you're making an issue,
Lalu Prasad Yadav is making an issue.
Lalu made an issue.
Listen, you had 10 years to remove Muslims from the central OBC list. You have not done it in 10 years.
Maybe
you want 5 more years to do it?
Maybe third term. What's wrong?
This is
but Lalu has made the issue.
See,
today.
They have nothing other than anti-Muslim rhetoric is all the Prime Minister has. That's
what is Lalu's rhetoric?
Everything.
Muslim vote bank.
Do a debate on income. Do a debate on income redistribution. Do an economic debate on that.
But Prime Minister is doing that.
I'll tell you. Abhishek, in Karnataka, right? They speak about 4% Muslim reservation, and they have Muslim castes included in the list of OBC reservations.
Right?
Right? Yeah. Wait.
It's Karnataka.
No. Wait.
It is double shock.
There is a reason why the BJP picks it up, and it's on a platter for them. I'll tell you why. In Karnataka, the state government gives out funds, right? Allocates funds. There was actually a fund allocated for Muslim areas. For Muslim areas in the middle of Bangalore, in Bengaluru, there's a fund that's kept aside for Muslim areas, and they actually issued a press release on it. obviously the BJP will hit that for a 6.
So today, when Lalu made that comment early in the morning, and the 14 seats of Karnataka that went to polls today, all of them are BJP strongholds in the sense that all 14 in 2019 were with BJP. You think this is going to be a play today in the Karnataka?
Maybe that was the intent. Maybe that North Karnataka will. I mean, these issues are very. In North Karnataka, it does work. You're from
Karnataka. I'm from Karnataka.
Yes.
We both know the issues in Karnataka.
Yes.
Polarization did not work in the assembly election. It's not going to work in this election.
It is not.
It is the Congress's
election.
Guarantees versus the Modi factor. That is the fight.
It's a national election.
It is a national election. The Modi factor is a factor, but the Congress's guarantees have worked for the last 1 year. The free bus rides have had a huge impact in Bangalore. You run a Kannada channel. You know that you cannot wish away the Congress's guarantees. People want money today. People want benefits today. They want free bus rides today. They don't want Amrit Kal in 2047. They want their lives improved today.
People don't want Amrit Kal in 2047. They want a free bus ride today.
Because they can work and participate in the labor force.
Free bus ride today.
5 guarantees that they gave, they have been partially implemented. Whether it was kind of an allowance to the students, they said they'll do it in 2024 and halved it also and still not paid to anybody. So there are all those 5 guarantees are mostly on paper. And then they said they will give 200 units free, but they put so many conditions. So many conditions.
I want to know what is Modi
tell you, so many conditions they put for free electricity for 200 units that it ultimately comes to 30, and then they increase the electricity fares also. So those guarantees are merely on paper, and people have seen that.
Can we more or less agree that it's an election narrative? It's an election narrative. Should we go to the second subject, Abhishek, because we have just about 10 minutes left?
Yeah, sure.
Second subject. Okay. Let's switch the subject. And today Akhilesh Yadav said that Ram Mandir is not an issue. It's not an election issue.
Ram Gopal went further and said that Ram Mandir is useless.
Useless, right? Now, in the last few days, you have comments like that, and then you have Radhika Khera. She may have timed it to that switch to the BJP. You can say whatever, right? But Mandir is back in focus. Ayodhya is back in focus. They've raised it in the election campaign as well. The Prime Minister spoke about it. Home Minister spoke about it. Right, Radhika Khera, and then you had that comment by Acharya Pramod Krishnan, saying that the Prime Minister raised that as well, that in the Congress party there was a meeting after the Ram Mandir decision by the Supreme Court, and they planned to overturn it if the Congress were to come to power. Now, he says he has details of that meeting. Do you think it happened?
Is it really possible? Can
the
Congress party do a Shah Banu on Ram temple?
Of course not. How is it possible?
I mean, does the Congress party realize the price it paid for Shah Banu? No. That was roughly the time when the Congress's electoral downslide started.
Who are you? Quoted Radhika Khera, Acharya Pramod Krishnan, Gaurav Vallabh. See, the game plan is simple. Visit Ayodhya, take a photo, then quit Congress, join BJP, put the photo in front of Ram Lalla and say, I'm in BJP.
No,
then one day they will send you to Republic, then they will bench you.
No. They went to all channels.
Nobody said we invited them. Nobody said we invited them. But let me structure the question.
Radhika Khera is benched now, no future.
No, the question is, it's not as simple as that. Or it's not as flippant as that. Listen, Acharya Pramod Krishnan, Arjun Modwadia, Gaurav Vallabh, Rohan Gupta, and Gaurav Vallabh was sort of the face of the Congress party when it came to economic issues.
They don't see a future for themselves in the party.
So was Radhika Khera a face.
You are admitting that the Congress has no future?
No.
He just said it.
These individuals don't see a future for themselves in the party.
But so many.
Let me
That is their choice.
Now, there is a pattern. Who supported Khalifa's movement in the 1919s? It was the Congress. Who agreed for division of the country? Who abandoned Hindus when the Noakhali riots took place or Mopla riots took place? It was the Congress. You see the chain and pattern? Even today, they called saffron terror.
So essentially what he's saying is that calling Ram Temple... No.
Jinnah's grandson was one of the biggest funders of Jansan.
No. But he never subscribed to Jinnah's ideology, by the way. But what is important is... you're talking about Nusli Wadia, right?
Nusli Wadia.
But he never subscribed to Jinnah's ideology, for God's sake.
Jinnah's grandson is funding a Jansan.
No, it's okay. No, the question is that is attacking Ram Temple or distancing from Ram Temple part of the continuum of the appeasement politics of the Congress party and the India
alliance? It's not appeasement. I'll tell you what. There is one point.
Just one second.
Okay, first you and then him.
The Prime Minister going after 3-4 months to the Ram Mandir, They boycotted the Pran Pratishtha, we all know that. What stopped the opposition in this 3-4 months to go and visit Ram Mandir?
Why should they?
They didn't.
No, what do you mean? Why should they?
Why
shouldn't they?
That was the point.
No. But
That was the point.
That's messaging.
That was the point. which
Not
has been
going to the
highlighted
temple
by the
itself is
Prime Minister
messaging.
by visiting the
In this
Ayodhya.
election,
Obviously, you might agree or disagree.
See, there are Hindus.
Abhishek,
There are
next one,
Hindus.
Abhishek and Abhishek.
Yeah,
Abhishek and
Abhishek
Abhishek.
and
Abhishek. Small
We have had a Kapoor and Kapoor.
Abhishek and Abhishek.
But
Wait. In Raebareli, before nomination, Rahul Gandhi does a puja. In minority-dominated Wayanad, before filing nomination, he doesn't do a puja. Why?
Obviously,
That's
vote back for
messaging,
The
boss.
point is, it's not as if Prime Minister Modi gets a third term. Are you telling me Hindus are not voting for the opposition? Of course they are.
Yeah.
Now there are a group of Hindus who feel uncomfortable that the temple was built on the ruins of a mosque. Now there are Hindus who are uncomfortable with that. And for that reason, there are Hindus who are uncomfortable. One must acknowledge that it was built on the ruins of a mosque. There was a criminal vandal act.
But democracy
brought down a mosque.
Do you
built a temple on it.
Do you know what Supreme Court said? It's not a mosque under Islam.
Okay,
Do you
fair
know
enough.
that?
You people
Okay,
destroyed
fair
a
idea.
building.
All right. Have you read Allahabad High Court?
It was an act of vandalism.
Which says
the Supreme Court called it an act of vandalism.
It was a Babri
Supreme
structure,
Court
not a
called it an act of
Babri
vandalism. It was a criminal act you brought it.
Last one.
It's an important story of the day. It is going to have influence on the mandate. Moving on.
Yeah, okay. I think that's all the time we had today, Abhishek. Arnab is
All right.
Arnab is back next with Super Primetime Max from these beautiful studios. Hope you enjoyed being in our studios, both Abhishek, Sudhir and Deshat. Good to have you.
It's a wonderful story.
And this format where we sit across the table and thrash out.
It's not a debate. It's a freewheeling chat.
Freewheeling
I
contest.
have to get used to it. I hope I did well.
Oh no, it's fun to have you both in our studios. Thank you, Abhishek and Deshat.
Got the energy levels going.
Yeah. Look forward to many more conversations.
Yes, every day, friends. Join us here at 7:30 p.m. on Which Way Today. Thanks for watching.
Super Primetime Max is coming up next. Stay tuned.